Hello everyone, thanks for watching. Shotdownmine.blogspot.com. Today I'm going to cover a couple topics with you real quick. It'll be one of those, end of the year happy shout out videos from Shot Down Mine and the rest of the Wolfbrothers and everyone else. All of our buddies. So basically, we just got back from the Great Escape Games Sacramento Twin Link Tournament. General Odious and I were able to dominate that second tournament, or the last tournament of the year anyways, our second tournament anyways, down there, and win, which was a lot of fun. And so I'm sure you hear us talking about Great Escape Games all the time on our blog and on all of our different videos. Basically, we can't get enough of Great Escape Games over in Sacramento. And we can't wait for the upcoming 2012 tournament season over there. Great Escape Games is humongous. If you're anywhere around Sacramento, you should get there and participate in some of the 40K fun. There's all sorts of other things. They're a gigantic game store, so you can do whatever you want down there. And they're super awesome. The staff is great. They run a 40K tournament, a gigantic 40K tournament, at least once a month. Whether it's the year-long Escalation League Contest of Champions, or the 40K, Twin Link Doubles tournament. They do those every other month. There's one of those tournaments each month. So, love the place. Big shout out to Great Escape Games. All of our buddies down there, Mark, Cyrus, Mad John, Daywalker, Makuma. We just love the place, and we can't get enough of their tournaments, etc. So, on top of that, what I've got here is I've got all this secretweaponminiatures.com stuff. Secret Weapon Miniatures. No, it doesn't say it there. Well, it does say it here. secretweaponminiatures.com. So all the stuff that I have here is basically winnings that we've earned over the last 6 months over at Great Escape Games. And this isn't all of it. This is just a big chunk of what we have accumulated recently in the last couple days. So firstly, what I got here is at the Twin Link Tournament, I actually won these bases. These are really cool bases, custom bases. I'll have to buy a whole bunch more of them. There's 10 of them here. These ones I actually traded my winnings with Mad John, but it's 10 small bases. Won those as a raffle prize. The team Secret Weapon guys were there playing in the tournament, and they gave out a bunch of other prizes. So these are really sweet. You can see that there's just amazing detail in there on those bases. So, I'll have to figure out something to do with those, or, maybe I'll need another 30, 40 of them to build an army out of, something like that. So those are really cool. That was a prize, that was a raffle prize. Right here we got the Mud and Water Bundle. So doing up your bases. And this is a really great deal. I think this was $20. It's got a little bit of plaster, a little bit of sand, some pigments, and there's 3 pigments in there, and some realistic water. So for $20, that's a great deal. I haven't used it yet, but I'm gonna real soon, and you guys will get to see I'll show off the finished product, of course, for General Odious's army. It's gonna end up in the mud and muck, but we'll do a step-by-step tutorial, which reminds me, on their website, on the secretweapons.com website. secretweaponminiatures.com. You can find step-by-step tutorials for all of their products with, full-color pictures, the works. So really excited about this stuff, and like I said, that's a really great deal for $20. I'm sure I'm going to do General Odious's army plus some with what's there. And if you know what you're doing, this is a lot of stuff, really, as far as small bases go. So you'll see more of the Mud and Water Bundle in a close-up. What else do I got here? We got the bases. This is Secret Weapon Miniatures Pigments. Secret Weapon Pigments. I got some black, brown, white, red, and green there. Just apply these like CSI dust, to quote one of my favorite guys down there at Great Escape Games. So you just put this stuff on. This is After Effects, pretty much. I guess you could use it at other parts in your, painting an army or whatever, but probably for best results, you probably pretty much use these last. And maybe even use them often, reapply them right before a tournament or whatever. So very excited about these guys. Haven't used them yet, but I will. Over here we got, I'm not sure how many there is, but I got a bunch of them. These are the secret weapon washes, which are, you can see right on here. We'll zoom in. Less original washes. So, if you know your history, you know what these are. Literally, I was just about to make these myself, but walked into Greatest Hit Games a little less than a week ago, and they had a whole display just full of them, so I couldn't help myself, and I got most of them. I got like 2/3 of them here, roughly, all the bright colors. I've used most of them by now. I've used, let's see here, we got red, black, blue, black, green, black. Haven't used those yet, but we got the golden brown wash, which this actually has metallics in it, so it's a brown wash with metallic, golden metallic pigment and flakes in there. So very useful, very cool. Got the heavy black armor. I've used the heavy black. Haven't used any armor yet. What do we got over here? We got soft black. Definitely use that. Concrete. I used the flesh wash. This one's called baby poop. I haven't used it yet, but it's my favorite. So we got baby poop over here. Amethyst. I used the amethyst, and I used the ruby. So those are very cool colors, and I used the purple over here. So I've used a bunch of them. About half of them, I guess, I've actually already used on a couple of General Odious' models and some other models. So I'm very impressed with these guys already. In about a month, probably about the end of January, I'll do like a full product review on these guys. Oh, I used the red also. The Just Red, very fantastic. So, like I said, I'm impressed with them. I'll do a full, product review on these guys in about a month. Show you some of the things I've used them on. So far, I've just used them on little tiny tidbits of this and the other, plus some random Nikon vehicle parts. Kind of want to see how it worked out on larger scale. So, so far, I love them. I can't imagine not loving them, and I'll get you guys a full review as soon as I can. But kind of a sneak peek of that is we have that's a pot of GW Bedabbed Black. What do we have here? These are here's soft body black, and let's get the heavy body black. Heavy body, soft body, GW. Right? So, one of these costs less than the GW Bedabbed Black pot of paint. There's about 20 milliliters in here, 12 milliliters in here. The soft body black, I would say, is probably the closest to the Bedabbed Black. Maybe it's a little lighter than Bedabbed Black, but you also got like the heavy body here, which would be like 2 applications of Bedabbed Black, which is probably something that's pretty common. So that's just kind of that's a little bit of a spoiler, a little bit of a hint of what's going on there as far as the GW versus these secret weapon washes. Is you got about twice as much. Shouldn't call it twice as much, but you got a lot more in one of these for cheaper. So I probably can't make that much clearer as far as that goes. And like I said, something that you might put on twice with Bedabbed Black to achieve, the dark black or darker color result that you're looking for, you might just use one application of this heavy body black. So that's a big deal. It's especially a big deal if you're doing a lot of painting. If you just paint one model or one army, who cares? But if you're doing lots and lots and lots of painting and you need some consistency, I think that these are a very fantastic product, very fantastic idea. I'm sure a lot of guys like me are just, they're really tired of these little 12 milliliter bottles that you got to scoop the paint out of, etc. There's a lot of things that once you're using them all the time that you start to not like about them. So, just at face value, very happy with that. I would have bought just black ink that day if that's all they had as far as that goes. So, I'm very impressed, very excited about these Secret Weapon Miniature products. And like I said, we'll get back to you guys, sometime in January 2012 with a full product review on all this stuff. Not to mention we'll have a step-by-step tutorial and some of the showcasing of General Odious' army once it's got the mud on. So, very excited about these guys. Hope you guys are also. What do we got next? It's been a really big year. It's been a really big year for Shot Down Mine. It's been a really big year for the Wolfbrothers chapter. We've gone to a lot of tournaments. We had, an Escalation League here locally, Escalation League Contest Champions over Great Escape Games. We went to some GTs, the Bay Area Open, namely, because we got this cool template, which is beyond useful. What else do we do? Ard Boys, all sorts of Wolfbrothers tournaments. So it's been very busy for us Wolfbrothers, and we're looking at 2012 to be just as busy, if not more busy, more exciting. And just as kind of a, we'll go over it real quick. We'll go over a preview. The first 3 months of 2012 is going to be very big for us Wolfbrothers. We're going to be all over the place playing lots of tournaments. So to start with, we got the January 28th Contest Champions. That's Escalation League and Great Escape Games Sacramento. 12:50 on January 28th. That's the first one of the year. 2 weeks before that, so January 14th, we'll have a Wolfbrothers Primer Tournament. And so we'll be giving away this Land Raider, among other prizes, but the Land Raider definitely, kind of traditional. We've given away some other Land Raiders, so we have a Land Raider for January 14th, and that will mimic, the Contest Champions Tournament in all ways possible. So we'll have comp, we'll have sportsmanship, we'll have the Contest Champions missions or last year's, if that's what's necessary. So we'll really be going full bore on January 14th, and that'll be our first, Wolfbrothers Club meeting of the year, January 14th. So January we got the 14th tournament. That's the Wolfbrothers local tournament, which we'd be overjoyed to have some Sacramento folks over here. Then January 28th, which is the actual big deal over in Sacramento, the 1250 Contest of Champions, which we're definitely stoked for. General Odious is sending me probably about 16 to 32 text messages a day with his new lists, etc., and technology for the Contest of Champions. So very excited about that. Then we got February. February, I'm sure we're gonna have the first of the year Twin Link Doubles Tournament. Maybe not, but I'm pretty sure we'll have that sometime in February. I'm not sure of the date, and that might seem light. One tournament in February, somewhere in the middle of February probably. But then in March, very beginning of March 3rd and 4th, we're going to go to the Bay Area Open over in Antioch. Pretty sure it's in Antioch anyways, that area. And then towards the end of that month, I'm not sure of the date, we got the second Contest of Champions, the 1500 tournament, which means probably about a week after the Bay Area Open, we'll be having another Wolfbrothers Primer here in Reno, Nevada. So March, we're going to have the Bay Area Open, the Wolfbrothers Tournament, and the Contest of Champions. So that'll be a really gigantically big month. And hopefully by then we'll know what else is going on in the rest of the year. General Odious and I will be on a quest to get to the Nova Open this year, the Nova Invitational, or anything over there in New York that has anything to do with the Nova. We're after it. So, those first 3 months of the year will be kind of the, warm up, and then we'll try and get out there and get qualified for that tournament. So, really excited. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking out the blog, shutdownmind.blogspot.com. If you're not a member of 40K Nation, go become a member, 40knation.com. I'm sure you'll be impressed with the resources and everything that's available for you there, battle reports, etc. And, thanks again. Happy New Year. And let's hope that 2012 is just as successful for the Wolfbrothers. And, not so successful for everyone who's not a Wolfbrother. So anyways, Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks a lot.